You've been trading meme coins and Degen the wrong way. In this video, I'm going to show you how to start trading meme coins and Degens profitably. To get started, there are 4 important aspects of this video that I'll be covering. The first is how to get started with Degen trading. Second is the tools to start spotting out Degen trades early. Thirdly is trade confirmations. And fourthly is risk management. After which I'll show us a live trade demonstration. Let's dive into the video.
Do you know what Dodge, Pepe, Sheep, Dog with Heart, and Bonk have in common? They all started out as Degens. Degen trading happens to be one of the fastest ways you can make money in crypto. But then, if you trade it blindly, you are going to lose all of your money. Let me show you how to trade Degen profitably. To get started, there are 3 fundamentals that affect every trade you'll be taking. The first is the overall market cycle. Are we in a bull cycle? Is Bitcoin bullish or bearish? The best time to take these trades is when Bitcoin is bullish. That simply means that the market is in an uptrend. We are having a succession of higher highs and higher lows. We have markets moving this way, this way, this way, this way, this way, this way, this way. If we maintain this kind of trend, it is very interesting to start trading Degens. There's a whole lot of upside and you can make money from it. Now, in a bear movement, when the market keeps making this kind of movement, Degen traders do not really hold their trades. They hold trades for a very short while and then they jump out of the market. It simply means you can lose a whole lot of money if you trade the market in a bear cycle. Now, the next thing you need to note is narrative. What's the next narrative? What is the next narrative? What trend is this project following? Is it AI? Is it gaming? Or whatsoever? So recently we've seen the dog meta, where we have a whole lot of projects looking like dogs, all memes, plays, and just to catch fun and to catch cruise, and you see people aping into them. Now, if that is the meta currently trending, you can hop into it after doing your research. It needs to be the most recent heated narrative for maximum profit. So once you understand this, we can look into the next. Catalyst. What events, influencers, seasons, or community is most likely to draw attention to the project? So we notice Bonk played a marketing stunt that made them got a whole lot of attraction, and Bonk blew up to over 10x, 100 into over 100x, right? This is possible because they were able to tap into the community of the Solana ecosystem. Now, another catalyst could be politics, could be war, could be economics, could be economic news, could be hot chains. Now, hot chains in the sense that currently in cryptocurrency, there are more than 50 blockchains. But how many of these blockchains are you currently hearing? How many of them are really generating very good and very high volume? Okay, so currently you know about Ethereum. Ethereum has a whole lot of good volume. Binance Smart Chain has a very good volume. And what else? We have Solana having a very good volume. So if you want to trade Degen, while you understand the market cycle we are in, you understand the narrative that is currently hot and attracting a lot of audience, you want to look at the possible catalyst that will help push your trade to execute even faster and give you bigger profits. So currently one of the hottest chain is Solana, and we'll be looking at how we can trade Degens on the Solana blockchain. So let's talk about the Degen tools I use. I've got trackers and on-chain tools, and I've also got trading tools. So under trackers and on-chain tools, I've got rug check. I use this platform to check if a project has potential rug in the contract address. That means that if there is a potential rug in that project are most likely to lose all of my money, especially if there is a mint authority or there is a freeze authority available in that project. I also use SoulScan to make on-chain research on the contract address. I want to look at the holders, the number of holders in the project, the top 10 holders. I want to see how their allocation looks like. I want to know who is holding more of the token, and if there's anyone holding so much amount, it's a very red flag that I want to look away from such projects. Bubble map. I also use bubble map to analyze the token distribution to see how transfer is happening between wallets to wallets, and to also know if there's a particular kind of insider trading, selling bits and parcels of the project without the general market being aware of what's happening. I also use pop.fun. Pop.fun is a recent trending platform on the Solana ecosystem where people just create any meme token, right? It doesn't cost so much. Anybody anywhere can start it, and then from there you realize that a whole lot of people start participating in the project, and most times some of the projects get rugged, and sometimes some get to the bonding curve and then get listed on Radium, and you can start buying and selling on dexes. Now I use Dex Screener quite often to do my on-chain research. I want to see who is selling and how much they are making in profit, the numbers of buys, the numbers of sales, to give me an idea into the market, and to also look at the charts and also come to realize is it a pump and dump scheme or the market is actually delivering properly. I use X to see what influencers are talking about. And besides what influencers are talking about, when I pick up any contract address from Dex Screener or from pump.fun, I want to go to X and search the contract address to see people who are talking about the project, to know if they are even reputable people and if there's a potential upside for that project. The trading category, I've got Telegram bots. I use Telegram bot to make execution faster instead of using Phantom wallet or Backpack wallet or any of those wallets there and then trying to swap in Jupiter or Radium. They spend a whole lot of time. And if there's one thing that is very, very important in Degen trading, you need to be very fast. You need to execute with speed, and you do not need any form of delay. So I use Telegram bots like Trojan bots and Pepper Boost bots. These bots are very fast and they help my transactions to go through in matter of 10 seconds, 5 seconds, or even way lesser. I'm going to drop a link in the description of this video to give you access to all of these tools, so you don't have to start looking for where to find them and then going to click any form of phishing link. Okay, so let's move into the next aspect of this video. Trade confirmations is very, very important, especially if you are trading Degens. Of course, you don't want to buy a token and then you can't sell the token. You don't want to buy a token and then you lose all of your money. So here are certain criteria I look into before I place any single trade. The first is dev allocation, especially if the project is coming from pop.fun, right? If any project is coming from pop.fun, I want to look at the dev allocation. To look at the dev allocation, the dev needs to hold a range between 5% to about 9%, right? If the dev is holding that amount, it shows that the dev wants to support the project. On the contrary, the dev can also hold a very large allocation, let's say 70% to like 80%. Of course, it's a red flag, but it also shows the dev wants to control the circulation so that you don't have people who buy so much and then spoil the project. So some dev go to the extent of buying so much of the token so that at the end they get to burn the token, use some allocation for marketing and the likes. But that's not so much data I pay attention to. I look at opportunities, buy in, and find a way to sell out. I'm not interested in the long-term vision of the project except for my moon back, but the initial entry, I want to be sure that I enter in positions I could make profits. Now, dev allocation is one. I also look at volume. How many buys comes in before a sell? So do we have just buyers, and no sellers? I don't buy into such project. But do we have buys and we have sales? Do we have sales and we have buys? Once I see that happening in the market, I'm interested. Now, looking at liquidity, looking at liquidity here, what the liquidity like? Is the liquidity very big or it's very small? If the liquidity is big, it's a good one. If the liquidity is very small, it's not too good. It's poor for me. Now, basically, liquidity is what helps you to be able to buy and sell a project without experiencing so much slippage. Okay, the higher the liquidity, the bigger the liquidity, the less slippage you will experience in a project. Now, market cap. What's the size of the market cap? Now, for Degen Trading, if the project is in pump.fund, I'm looking at a market cap around 6k to about 10k. Within this range is where I want to buy into the project when I see the buys and the sells and the chart looks good. Okay, I'm going to show us an example. And if I'm picking up trades from Dex Screener, as long as the trade most likely did not come out from pop.fund, I want the market cap to be somewhere around a minimum of 30k to 50k. Okay, they are very risky because a 30k project can go up to 3 million, and that's 100x. If you put in $100 in that, that's $10,000. Okay, but you also need to be able to weigh your risks properly. And for me, I look at market cap not less than 30k or 50k, and I want to be sure that it's something that is in line with the current narrative and has potential of the upside. So 2x, 3x is very possible. Talking about the chart, right? I want to see a chart that goes up, comes down, goes up, and then comes down, and price keeps moving in that direction. I don't want a chart that just keeps going up and nobody is selling, right? If nobody is selling, there's an issue with such projects. It means that the project is suffering from a honeypot. A honeypot is a scenario where buyers are able to buy into a project, but they are unable to sell. So once you notice that a lot of people are buying that project and nobody is selling, don't join them to buy. There is a high probability that that project is a honeypot. Top holders. You want to look at the top holders, and you want to be sure that the top 10, 20 holders are controlling about 10 to like 15 or 20% of the whole circulating supply, and not one person holding about 50% of the supply or 100% of the supply. Now, mint authority. A mint authority is something I also look at. Let's say, for instance, a token currently have just 2 million token in circulation, right? If the mint authority is enabled, which the dev has to disable, right? The dev is able to increase the total supply from 2 million to 5 million, and you don't want that. Once you increase the supply of a token, what happens to the price is that the price crashes. So the dev is able to mint new tokens and then sell them for money, and then steps out with so much profit, while the holders of that token lose so much money. On the other hand, you want to look if the LP is bound or locked. If the LP is locked, it simply means that the dev cannot rug pull the project. Rug pull, okay? That's why we use rug checker, right? We want to confirm if LP is bound or LP is locked, because if the LP isn't locked or the LP isn't bound, the dev can easily remove the LP. And what's LP? LP is the liquidity pool. Okay, so the liquidity pool is basically the liquidity that helps traders to be able to buy and sell that project. One of the major highlights of Trace Authority is that the developer can also add a function where you can send the money out, you can't sell the token, and the token is just stagnant in your wallet. You can only buy the token. On the other hand, renounce, you want to be sure that the developer has renounced the project. Renouncing the contract simply means that the developer no longer has access to that contract. He can no longer modify anything in the contract. He has no authority anymore over that contract, and then it's now a community project. So these things are very important that I look at. Socials and community. I look into project socials to see who is talking about the project, and if the project has a lot of hype around it, if they have an active community, that only means that there will be volume, and when there's volume, there's money to be made. Right? You're not trying to be a community member, you're trying to make money from the community. Okay, so these are factors that I look at before I place any trades. Now let's talk about risk management. Now, one, do not use more than 20% of your portfolio to risk in Degens and meme trading. So let's say you have a bag of let's say you have a bag of $1,000. This is $1,000, or you have more, right? But I'll use $1,000 as a case study. Now you don't want to risk more than 20%. This is 20%. 20% of your bag. Alright, while this remaining bag is 80%. Alright. So 20% of $1,000 is $200. So that means you don't want to risk more than $200 in all your trades. Okay, so now you can now divide $200 to about let's say 40 trades or 20 trades. If you do 20 trades, that means you have to risk $10 for each trade, right? Which is not bad, right? And most times your target should be about 2x to like 5x before you sell about 80% or 90%. And with time, you can blow up this account from $200 to over $1,000 in 1 month or 2 months or 2 weeks or 1 week, depending on the nature of the trades. Now, there's something here I also want to make emphasis on, is spread your risks and never risk what you cannot afford to lose. So if you are comfortable risking $200, then this is a great idea. $10 into every single trade. Now, you don't want to trade emotionally and say, okay, let me put $50 in this trade, I think it will do well. Let me put $20 in this trade, I think it can do well. Let me put $100 in this trade, I think it can do well. You want to spread your bet and bet equally across all trades you'll be taking, so that you don't blow your money out immediately. You will have losing trades, but when you win, you are going to win so much. Now, place 1 to 3 trades based on the next narrative and hot catalyst. Okay? Now, place 1 to 3 trades based on the next narrative and hot catalyst. So in a day, don't start saying you place one trade, then the trade didn't go in your way, and then you have to first place another trade, place another trade, place another trade, and in a day you lost like $60 or $70 because you were trading too much. Right? You want to place about 1 to 3 trades. So let's say today I place a trade, one trade, and that trade goes into a winner. My $50 turns to $300 or $400. I'm done trading for that day. I'm not going to place any other trade that day, and then I come back the next day. Anytime I take a trade and the first trade is a winner, I'm done for that day, and then I'm going to look at an opportunity the next day. Okay? But what I see some people doing is that the moment they place a trade and they win, they want to keep trading more. and they lose more money. So I only trade up to 3 times if I'm losing. So I place my first trade, I lose $10 if I'm using $10 to risk. I place another trade and I lose $10. And I place another trade, I lose $10. That day I've just lost $30 and I'm done trading for that day. Then I come back the next day. Then I come back the next day. Okay, so instead of just risking blindly, this is how I approach risks. Now risk equally in all your trades and take 80% profits and capital at 2x or maximum 5x, then allow the rest for a moon ride. So if I buy into a project with $50 and $50 is now $500, that's a 10x, right? What I will do is that I'm going to take out $400 and leave $100. That way I've made money from I've taken out my capital, I've made additional profits, and the remaining $100 is there just in case the project blow up or does better. If the project fails, that's fine, I did not lose out. But if it's even made so much profit, I'm still in the game, I'm not out. Now avoid trades with very low liquidity and very high market cap. So a trade has 10k liquidity and then market cap is 20 million. I won't place that kind of trade because it's a very bad trade. High volumes, healthy chart, and fair token distribution have high chances of blowing up. They have high chances of blowing up. So make sure the project has high volume, the chart is healthy, it's not a pump and dump, and the token distribution is fair. One person is not holding 50% of the supply or one person holding 80% of the supply. Learn to analyze quickly and make fast trade decisions. So don't spend 5 hours thinking, should I place this trade, should I not place this trade? It's already a wrong mentality. So analyze the trade quickly and place your trade. Place your trade as quick as possible because early birds eat the fattest one, and that's how it works in DeFi. You must be very fast. Now, you will lose more trades than winners, but every of your winners would always compensate 10x of your losers. So if you lose $10, $10, $10 in 3 trades, and then in one trade you reach $10 and you make $100, you've just covered for the $30 you've just lost. And that's how it is in Degen. But sometimes the way most people trade it is that all they have is $200, and maybe because they got the signal from X, they decide, oh man, this guy has been calling a whole lot of alpha, I'm going to dive into it, and then they throw $500 into it, or they throw $200 into it, and then they lose all the money. Avoid Degen signal on X. Majority are insider or cabal trading. So most trades you see on X are insiders or cabal trading. What I mean by that is that there's a small circle of people who have bought into that project very early and have distributed it among themselves. And as a result, they want their bags to pump and they want more people to buy into it. And then they start shilling the project on X so that more eyes can see it, more people can buy into it, and then more people can lose money. So avoid signals on X. Try as much as possible to use X for confirmation to know people who are shilling the signals. But basically don't go to X and just randomly see any address and then pick it up and then want to use it to trade. That's a very bad way to trade Degens. So these are the things that I put into consideration before I trade Degen. Now let's go into live trading. Now I'll be showing us a live demonstration. If you look at the description of this video, you are going to see a link that takes you to Pepe Boost Sol. Once you click that link, it brings you into your Telegram application. You need to have Telegram application installed first before you can have access to this bot. Now once that is done, you need to create a wallet. Once you've created the wallet, you will have a wallet address. Okay, just like mine here. I'm going to copy it, and the next thing is to go to a centralized exchange like Bybit, Binance, KuCoin, and what you need to do is to send Solana to that address. Once you send Solana to the address, you can start trading using your Pepe Boost Sol. Now the next thing, I'm currently on my centralized exchange and I need to make a transaction. I'll come to trade and I'll go to spotting I'll use convert in this case since it's very fast. Spot, and then I'm going to change BTC to Sol. I'll just search Sol, and let's enter the value. That's 20. Okay, now I'm going to get a quote price and confirm transaction. Transaction is complete. Now I have my asset. Now what I have to do now is to come back to my wallet. I need to make a withdrawal. Okay, I'll come to withdraw. I'm going to select Solana because I want to send out Solana. And I'm going to enter the address. The address I've just copied from Telegram. That's the address. And the chain is Solana, remember. Solana. And I'll do spot because the balance is in spot, not funding. And I'm waiting to confirm so I can send it out. All, click on all and then confirm. Submit transaction. I'm being asked for my code and I'm going to enter the code next. So now enter the code. I'll enter another code. Voila, and so we've successfully made the withdrawal. Now I'll be going back to Telegram to confirm the transaction. So at this point, I've just sent in some SOL to this wallet address as you've seen before now. Now currently you can see my wallet balance has been updated. Before now it was 0 SOL. Now there are so many functions here you can actually execute with the bot. There are 3 major reasons why I use the bot. 1 is to buy, 2 is to track my transactions, and 3 is to sell my assets. So it's very easy to use the bot, but before we start to use the bot to buy, the next thing we want to do is to go check to find the gems we want to pick up and then buy them as early and as fast as possible. If you are watching this video to this time and you've not liked or shared, please do well to like and subscribe to the channel. It will help us and support us in so many ways. Thank you. Now let's move back to business. We'll come to pop.phone. I'm going to add the link to the site in the description of this video, so don't stress yourself to want to look for any of the links. They will all be in the video. Now once you're at pop.phone, you will notice that there is a whole lot of projects here. Once you start scrolling down, you will find a whole lot of projects. So I can, while I'm observing the projects, you can see their market cap, and it's changing very fast. You can see the market cap of this project, and you can see the replies, you can see who created it, and so. But somehow we're looking for a project that is playing anywhere around 10k, at least 7k to like 10k market cap and beyond. Now let's find one project. And so currently one of the heated meta is cat or dog, so I'm going to look for a very cute dog and I'm going to click that. Now we need to scroll. I've just turned off the animation so we can see the project and click the one we're looking for. And this is Bobby has 9.68k. This looks cool. It has a cigarette in the hand. Meme is just buying into a very funny project that you like and you feel other people are going to buy into. This has no replies and still 4k. And let's see, what's this? This is Monster whatsoever. 102 replies. You keep searching until you find something that has a good market cap, the chart looks good, and at least the social media site has been created, everything is ready, so we can buy into it. Pumba. So if we come down, Pumba is somehow close to the bonding curve, which is about 92%. Project seems to be very near. Okay, 5 minutes. I don't. Now come down, and then let's check. We said DEX prepaid. Okay, DEX, once DEX is prepaid, it's paid ahead of time. It's really good. It's a green flag, but it's not a complete confirmation. Let's see. Let's look at the comments. Don't talk, please. Telegram. Who can send me some soul? I need just to swap. I got bug. DEX paid. The dev name is Dev No Scam. Okay, let's click the dev to see some of his other projects he has done. So click on coins created. He has created some other coins. Now he has created some other coins before now. Let me see, following. Literally following. Followers is following some people. Now coins held. It's holding some coins though. So, but I like the fact that he probably has created some projects, but I can't find any replies. So, but let me check the replies under this project to see. This project logged. No. So there's something here that is a red flag concerning this particular dev. So let's go back and check. Let's go back and check. Okay, let's go back and check. Let's look at the chart one more time. And he's holding about where's the dev? He should be holding about 13%. So for me, this chart looks healthy, but I can't find Telegram anywhere. I can't find Twitter anywhere. So as a result, I'm not gonna buy into this project. Okay, I like the fact that he has paid for DEX screener ahead of time, but there is no TG. There's no TG. So we'll step out and go into another project, and if we search again and we don't find any, we'll go straight to DEX screener. But I don't want to be in a haste to just pick out any random project and buy into. So the project needs to meet some of our requirements here, So I'll show you something I do before I pick up any of this project. So let's say I'm interested in this project now. I like the fact that the name is Biggie. So we will search for the ticker Biggie to be sure that it's not a copycat. Biggie. I'm going to search for Biggie. The spelling is Biggie. Then let's search for Biggie. I believe the spelling is correct, right? So now look, can you see what I'm saying? can see there are so many biggie. You can see there's biggie here, there's biggie here, there's biggie here, there's biggie here, there's biggie here. And how do we know the real biggie? So the real biggie would likely be in terms of time of creation, okay? And from the look of things, this is the main biggie, and it's driving more volumes and more traffic. Let's get to look at the charts. Okay, you can see the charts. Bonding curve is about 77%. Let's come down. Now this is the dev. The dev is still in the game. That's the dev. It has 6% allocation. 6% here is the dev has invested about $2 SOL into this project. So that means he should be on how many X profit now? Let me see. He's at least on 2x profits. Yeah. So let's see what else. The dev has Telegram already. Correct. Let's see. Let's check other data. Soul scan, Dex paid. So they've paid ahead of time. Makes some more sense. King of the Hills here will come. So most likely a new project, and this is good. Let's check their socials to be sure. So we can come here, copy this link, and go to Telegram and check this. Now it's very important you do your due diligence, except you don't want to make money. Okay, if you really want to make money, you have to do your due diligence. So currently 12 subscribers. So let me go to Telegram to check. I'm gonna come here and find Biggie and all charts. So that's Biggie. I'm gonna click Biggie, and I'm currently on the platform. Now you can see this is Biggie. Okay, I like the fact that these guys are ready to blow it up. And let's check. We want to look at the profile, and that's the profile that takes us back to pop.phone. You can see they already have an established Telegram platform. Let's see if they've got Twitter. And that's their Twitter. Check that. That's their Twitter. Okay, can you see that? I've copied that to clipboard, and basically I want to go to their Twitter. I need to know what's happening on their Twitter account. Okay, so sorry, this is the CA. I'm going to copy the CA, Ctrl X, because I need to do some log check and confirm every other things related to the project. Now let's go to their Twitter account. That's the Twitter account I'm trying to. Let's go to Twitter and see what's happening to Biggie portal. Biggie the bulldog who works at Binance. That's doesn't matter the name. It's basically the fund it's gonna bring. Biggie coming to pop.phone, and okay, that's fine. They already have a social media account. Even if this is 10 followers, it really doesn't matter. So the next we want to do is to come to Dex Screener, so we confirm if it's already yep, if it's already hot and cooking. Now I'll go to search, click on the search bar, and then I'm going to paste the address. Let's see if it's going to show. Now notice that nothing is showing. Remember, they have paid for Dex Screener ahead of time. They've created their Twitter account, they've created their Telegram account, and most projects coming from pop.phone will always have the CA ending with PUMP. It's currently not showing here because the major reason is the project has not achieved its bonding curve. The bonding curve is this. It was 77 before, it's currently 82. That's the bonding curve. Once it gets to 100%, then it's going to hit KOTH, which is King of the Hills, and the project gets listed directly on Radium, and you can now see it available in the open market and you can start trading it. So most projects start from pop.fun and they start blowing up from 23k market cap, 20k market cap, 10k market cap to over 300k market cap. So, and whenever you go to DexCoiner to pick up any random project and it's ending with PUMP, look at the market cap and think about where did it start from. It literally started from less than 5k market cap, so you know what you are buying and how many X it has already done. I still have the CA with me. The next thing I want to do is to go to rug check. Basically, we'll just paste the address and let's go and do some scan on the project. Check. Look at this. Risk analysis is good. Low amount of LP providers. That's what it usually say most of the time. Supply is 993 M, not bad. Top holders, pump.fund is holding about 31%. The creator is holding about 6%, which is not bad. And we have some persons holding a good amount, 5%, 4%, 3%. That's huge. LP is locked. Means authority is still not visible. And okay, now what's the next thing we want to do? In this case, I would not want to use bubble map, but you can still use bubble map if you want to. You can click on launch app, and bubble map gives you an idea of how the token is spread across different holders and different wallets. Now this isn't showing because this project is still at a very low level. It hasn't gotten to Radium yet, so bubble map cannot track it at the moment. So any project trading on DexCoiner, you can actually track using bubble map, but for now you can't track this using this. You will use Soul Scan in this case. So we'll go to account and we want to use Soul Scan, enter, and that's it. Biggie, click on Biggie. 922 million tokens. Let's come down to check, and you can see some transactions are currently going on. And what's the next thing I want to do? I want to click on holders, and so we can look again. You can see the holders. This first address is holding about 31%, and this first address belongs to pop.fun. They're currently holding that amount, of which they are going to use to provide liquidity on Radium. Okay, and that's it for Biggie. We've looked at our analysis so far on Biggie, and we are ready to go. It's time to buy Biggie. So before we buy, let's just check pop.fun one more time and see that this is how the chart looks like. But has there been any form of correction in the past? Let's go to a smaller time frame. Let's say 1 minute. What does this look like? Price keeps going up, and then looks as if there's a double high, and there's like a structure shift, and then price has been going down ever since then. Okay, because the price is still here at pop.fun, there is a good chance that we can still jump into this and ride the trend out. Market cap is still around 27k. Okay, there's not so much you can lose from here. So let's go to our bot and buy. You can see a lot of transaction is still happening there, but let's buy. Click enter, and now my bot is going to give us some more data. Let's observe what's happening here. The project looks good, but the last thing I want to do is to use X to search. We want to look at who are the people who are talking about this project. We'll come to search, and then we'll paste, and then I'll just click enter, and I want to see people who have started talking about this project. Let's do latest. Come to latest, and then 37 minutes ago, this guy shilled the project. Who else has shilled this project? We have 1, we have 2, we have 3, we have 4. We have people already talking about the project. Okay, people already talking about the project. So the project is still not known by a whole lot of people, and let's go to Telegram and let's ape in. Refresh. Let's see what the market cap is. Market cap is currently 36k. Bonding curve is 92, and gonna buy and see how that goes. So this is how we use Popton Fund to do some research and then buy with the bot. Now if they meet this requirement, it's good. And I'm gonna just enter the amount I want to buy. Buy with XO. I'm gonna click buy with XO, and I'm gonna enter 0.05. Let's go, enter. Okay, so we've bought with 0.05 SOL, and that's that about that. So let's track our position, and you can see P&L, you can see total buy, current price, current market cap is 35k. So we literally bought at 35k market cap. Anytime you want to sell, you can click on sell 100% or sell X. You can click sell X percent and then put in 20%, 30 or 40, and you sell that out. Let's say click on sell X percent. If I want to sell 50%, I'm just going to enter 50 and I click enter. And when you need your funds, let's say you want to withdraw your funds or something, once you are done selling, once you sell, it's going to sell to SOL, and then you have SOL in your wallet. You can click on main menu, and while you have that at main menu, you can click on wallet. Once you click on wallet, you can now do withdraw Solana. You can click on withdraw SOL, and then click on number 1 if it is wallet number 1 you want to withdraw, and see you can see the wallet you are withdrawing from. You can enter the amount you want to withdraw, 50% or 100%. You can put X SOL or X percent, and then once you click that, let's say I click 50% for instance, 50%, I want to withdraw 50%. You enter the send to what wallet, and then I'm going to put in the wallet now. Let's say this is the wallet, but this is the CA I got. That's not the wallet. So once I put in that wallet and I click withdraw, I straight away withdraw to that wallet. I can withdraw to a Phantom wallet or withdraw directly to my Bybit wallet. And this is how you trade using pump.fund to maximize gains. But in most cases, you want to check that the project on X, is being talked a lot by some good shillers, people who has some good number of following, and the project can quickly get to the bonding curve and do numbers, right? Most times when project get to the bonding curve, it keeps falling down. Now you really do not have to wait for project to get to complete the bonding curve before you make money. You can buy very early down here, and you can sell on your way up. Okay, you can sell on your way up even before the bonding curve, even before the project get listed on Radium, or even before the project get listed on Jupiter or any other places, or even Dex Screener out there. So this is how you can trade using Popton Fund. Now it's one of the easiest way to find projects early before they blow up. Some of the things you really need to look at is to realize that the the DP is cool, it's interesting, it's something someone else can buy into, right? This is just one of the strategy among other two strategy that I use to trade projects on chain. This is public, this is general, and this is how 80 to 90% of traders out there are currently using to trade on Solana. There are also other forms like insider trading, sniping, and whale copy trading. Let me know if you would like to see any of those videos in the comment section. I'd like to see your comments. Help like, share, subscribe to our channel. Thanks for participating. Peace out.